The 20-second timer for hand washing.
Everyone's talking about washing our hands properly and about how we should rub them for 20 seconds.
Yes, PitiClic. It's very important to keep our hands clean and germ-free. This is how we can stay away from microbes and viruses, so away from diseases.
That's all good, Grandpa, but how should I know how long is 20 seconds? I can't keep looking at my watch while I'm rubbing my hands. And I can't set the mobile phone timer either, because I might get my phone wet.
What if you had a special little gizmo in the bathroom, next to the sink to time the 20 seconds for you?
That would be awesome, but where can I get such a device?
We don't get it from anywhere, we make it ourselves.
What do you mean, Grandpa? Can we make such a thing?
Well, if we want to and put our minds to it, we can make anything.
Well, we certainly want to. How do we make it?
We'll use our new friend, the NE555 integrated circuit.
The 8-pin integrated circuit?
Yes, that one. The integrated circuit, a few resistors, a condenser, a switch and one of 2 LEDs is all we need. Look, here's the sketch.
Alright, it doesn't look too complicated. But what kind of switch is that? It looks a bit strange. I've never seen only quite like it before.
This is a special kind of switch. It is also called a normally open switch.
And why is that, Grandpa? What does it open?
Well, let's think about it for a second. When you turn a switcher on, what happens?
Something goes on, of course. A light or something else. There's contact between two parts.
True. And the contact stays on, doesn't it?
Yes, till I press the switch again. And then it stops.
Well, this switch that you're talking about is called a normally closed switch, because it keeps the contact on till pressed again.
And this one, the normally open?
This one maintains the contact only for as long as you keep it pressed. When you release the switch, the contact is off.
So if I only press it once quickly, there will only be contact for a split second?
Yes, just like a quick impulse. And that is enough to start our timing device. When the 20 seconds are out, the LED will be out too. And that's when you'll know you've rubbed your hands long enough and can rinse and dry.
But how will it know to stay on for 20 seconds?
All the parts in the sketch, the resistors and condenser are calculated in such a way to keep the LED on for 20 seconds precisely.
And that means I can use resistors of a different value to make the LED stay on for longer or shorter?
Yes, but let's leave this assembly work for 20 seconds, enough for a proper hand wash.
Of course, Grandpa, I was just curious.
Asking questions is good and testing is great, but first let's make the original assembly.
Can't wait, Grandpa. Shall we?
You bet. Let's get to work.
The 20-second timer for hand washing. Let's think of what we need. We'll start with the printed circuit board. At all times, we must follow the sketch that shows us how parts are sequenced. Attention! You are looking at the sketch from the side that shows the parts and the circuit can be seen due to the transparency. Can you see that? Let's add the parts. We start with the integrated circuit NE555, and we must pay close attention either to the sign here or the little circle here, according to the sort of circuit we are using. This marking helps us establish which one is pin number 1. Now we are setting up the circuit on the board very carefully so we don't bend the pins. And now we solder it. Those pins we are not going to use can stay loose, for example, pin number 5 here. Pay attention to the soldering and don't add too much solder paste, because that may cause neighboring pins to join accidentally. And that will lead to a short circuit, and so our device won't work. Now let's add the rest of the parts. The 220 ohm resistor should fit here. The 10k ohms goes here. And next is the 470 farad electrolytic condenser. We remember that the short pin is the -1 and it is marked, while the long pin is the plus. And now here's the 68k ohm resistor. Remember, here is a switch. This is a special one, the normally open kind. It can either be one of these with pins or one of these with 4 pins. If we use a 4-pinned one, or a double switch, we'll only use 2 of the pins, namely the straight ones. Here's how to connect it. But right now, we're using a 2-pinned one. The next component is the LED. We remember it has a short and a long pin. The longer pin is the plus, because it has something extra. We place the plus of the LED towards the integrated circuit. Great. Now we can move on and solder the parts. We can cut the pins we've already soldered so they don't block access to the others. We can also turn the board for easier access. Okay, we only have to add the power supply. Because we need 5 volts, we can use an USB drive. We already know an USB drive supplies 5 volts. Let's solder the UBS jack. We put a drop of solder paste on the minus and plus pins of the USB. And then we solder the conductors. Notice the red one here, pay attention not to connect something else. And this is the minus. Put the protection lid on and introduce the jack into the metal box. Contacts downwards, just like this. We push it till the plastic part reaches the end, we put tidy the wires and put the metal lid on top. These small fangs must be fitted into their slots and pressed. We can now bend these two clamps and ready. The red wire goes to plus and the other one to minus. Our assembly is ready. All we have to do now is test it. It is working. With this 68 Kohm resistor, our LED will stay on for about 38 seconds. If we want it on for a shorter time, we need to adjust the value of the 68 Kohm resistor. We can do that by adding a 68 Kohm resistor in parallel, and this way they get the half value. The time will decrease to half as well, about 19 seconds, perfect for a proper hand wash. If you want even higher precision, you can try various resistors. So, here's another successful device. We now have absolutely no excuse for not washing our hands properly.